Alrighty, I'll be there over there in just 1 second, guys. So let's make sure everything is set up. Bring the microphone over so y'all can hear me. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to do a modified bluegill, which is one of my favorites. Make sure everything is set up. It's one of my favorites, so we are going to put this up here so I can see anybody who talks to me. Alright, almost. I need to put a picture of it up. I'll be there. I'm a-coming. I'm a-coming. I love the modified bluegill. We don't have bluegills in my lakes, so I gotta modify it into a slightly different look. So, let's see, shallow lakes. So it's sort of brown. We have this bluegill. But I like it. I like it a lot. Can't seem to find it. Well, fortunately, I do remember what it looks like, so we're good. Okay, we got some white paint on my baits. So, I am going to scale back. I am going to oh, good morning, Tasha. Hey, Conry. So, I'm going to eliminate my website, shareablefishing.com, and I think I've just been taking on too much, you know, with this recovery off of this, you know, capsizing and stuff, and I just need to simplify a little bit. And so we're going to just focus on feeding a few baits for the marina, and we're just going to, you know, work on that and my own baits. So, you know, I'm doing some things for myself and an occasional customer. You know, basically a viewer. An occasional viewer, so squirted it, missed it. Clean this up a bit. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I just need to kick back a little bit, I think. And but I've been doing really good at the lake. Love my new boat, and you know, it's a tomorrow I'll be at the lake. I'm going to take one of the girls that works with me out on the lake, and we're going to get her first fish, and many others, I hope. So we're going to paint this bottom half yellow. And I'm going to graduate that to an orange and a brown, which stays right within the yellow scheme. And you know, the browns work really good in our water. So anyway, you're going to see less of my product on the open market anyway. If anybody wants me to paint a bait for them, they can just contact me and paint a bait for them. Now I got an order of blanks on, coming in. Ran out of split rings, so I can't really even get some of the stuff I've done. So, but we're working on it. Like I said, I've been sort of out of it lately, and we're going to now take that yellow, we're going to graduate it into an orange. And then into a brown. It's all in the same color scheme. They're all tints off of each other. There we go. There's an orange. Just a little red and yellow. Looks orange. Let's see what else is coming up. We've got the Cajun rod. Awesome. I highly recommend. I think today's the last day on that sale. 20% off, free shipping. And if you're looking at buying a rod, I tell you to go buy that right here. I ordered the second one, a medium, like 7-footer, and it's going to look. So now I'm just putting an orange down the middle of it, because that's going to gradate it into a brown. Stepping the colors into a darker color into the back. This is a really good color for our lake. So, it was a terrible weekend fishing. The weather was terrible. Terrible weather. Saturday was just a squall on the lake, and then Sunday was snow, and it was just, and then yesterday was cold. Yeah, tomorrow. It'll be much better tomorrow. Much better tomorrow. Hey, Red. Good morning. June 12th. Well, I'll tell you that Lake of the Woods this weekend is having a sort of a kids event. So the kids will be pretty much guaranteed to catch a fish, because we're stocking an area netting it off. So it's like, hey, they're going to catch fish. They're going to catch fish. And one drop. One drop of blue and orange. Alright. That should give us a brown. Wait. Put the wrong color in there. We can fix it though. We have enough in this cup, room in this cup to do it. Brown is an orange. Believe it or not. There's my brown. There's my brown. See? I always tell people when you start out painting, always get a color wheel, so you understand color relations. Trying to get my brown out now. There. There's my brown. All right. So that's so I'm going to simplify a little bit. It's just too much pressure, I think. You get an order from online, you get an order from, I got to have like 50 lures painted for the store. And then stuff that I'm testing out on the lake. You know, so I just need to kick it back a little bit. I'm retired. But, the drive in me is always to have a business. That's my drive, I want to constantly pushing the envelope a little bit, and that's just too much for me right now. Now the crazy thing is, I could have a nice business of just bait making if I wanted to work full time. But I don't want to work full time. I can't work full time. Alright, this is beautiful. That is a beautiful bait. So, I'm not done with it. These bluegills, they got a little spot on the side. That false eye. We need my spot brush. I cut the top off so it's squared. So. Oh, thank you, Connery. Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. I like bass fishing, and we're it got real cold at the lake, this last weekend, and it lowered the temperature of the lake by 6 degrees. So we're going to. These are real pretty baits. These are real pretty baits. see what it's. Well, tomorrow is June, right? Right. So we need to get ready for topwater fishing, and so I got to get some. These are some square bills, which are always going to work. They work now. They work now. Yeah, you kind of do. Well, I haven't been on much lately. I mean, I apologize. I really do. I mean, you guys got to see that big German brown we caught last week. That is massive, massive fish. Biggest fish I ever caught in fresh water. So we are going to take this. We are going to put a spot on this right here. So we'll do that. And these are fantastic baits. I mean, it really is a really good looking bait. So, I'm just going to paint a few really good ones for the store. And if anybody wants something other than that, they can contract me. Yeah. And this way I can really slow it down a little bit, you know? It's just, you just gotta slow down. I've been taking too much on and just get back to fishing. Beautiful bait. Very, 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 very pretty bait. I love that bait. You know? It's a pretty bait. Yeah, it's sort of. Yeah. It works. I've already caught a lot of stuff on this bait, so. So now we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to paint some stuff, a bait for me. As we need the waters to get warmer for my bait fishing to really take effect. So we're really waiting for the waters to get warmer. It's easy to catch a trout right now. After catching that German brown, I was like, I had no idea fish got that big in that lake. No idea whatsoever. Yeah, it was massive, 27 inches or so, the way I sort of guesstimate it. It was double-digit weight. I mean, it was just a big beast. All right. I got some. Like I said, I just want to slow down a little bit. And so we're going to do a jointed bait here. I want to make this sort of a gold color. This jointed bait. This one's for me. Like I said, gold, I mean, essentially that's a gold. Gold is a brown or an orange. It's actually both. And I have to paint some stuff for the store. And I have more square bills. I think we're going to focus a lot on square bills for the store. Because it's such an easy bait to use for people. And it's an effective bait. So, I'm going, we'll do a lot with the square bills for the store. And we'll put some, I did order some spinner hooks for it. So we're going to put some spinner hooks on these and make them look like a swim bait. But isn't that a beautiful bait? That's a pretty bait. That's a pretty bait. Once I get the clear coat on it and stuff, it'll look great. And eyes. Gotta have eyes. I gotta put a bunch of eyes on baits today. Hey, Brandon. So I ordered a 7-foot medium light also from Cajun Rods. A trigger. That's what I own. Is a trigger rod I got from them. Love that series. Lightweight. Really nice rods. So I have a light from them, and now I'm going to have a medium light. And both of those are going to be spinning rods. And the reason I went with spinning rods instead of bait casters, because I didn't like the Cast King BFS. It has a slight flaw in its design that once in a while would frustrate me. And so I can't afford a high-end BFS, but one day I will. And we'll buy a high-end BFS. So we are going to go with you know what, let's go with a transparent white for a base on this one. Yeah, kind of goldfishy. It's called a modified bluegill, so, but yeah, you see that red, the brown, the yellow, orange and stuff in it. And, but they work. It's a great bait. Really good bait. This airbrush has a small needle on it, so we're going, so it'll spray my metallics better. And that's what we're going to do. Spray this nice. Create a tack coat of white, transparent white. going to thought I did. We have to make our. We have to make a brown again. The gold is a little more into the yellow hue. Yeah, so we're going to run that a little bit into that less brown, more yellow in order to looks really good. Let's see what it looks like for a bit. Yeah, looks good. All right. A little darker up on top. Yeah, it's pretty, huh? It's pretty. Flash dry on that. We're going to have to darken this a little bit more. Some black. Looks pretty. Thanks, Brandon. How many paint colors do I have? I don't know, about 50? I have about 50. Try different brands. And I prefer Kayak over all the other brands. But I have used some craft paint in metallics. And like I said, I prefer the Kayak brand. They flow through the airbrush real good. And they look good on the base. I got a lot of colors. So I'm going to do layers of black on the back, on the spine. Oh, real good. Again, this is a jointed jerkbait, so to speak. It's got a paddle tail, a rubber paddle tail that I put on it. And it really makes it go. But I do like this color. It looks good. Sometimes simple works. Just simple works. See you, Connery. Yeah, definitely eat breakfast. Fastback green color. You will love that one. I'll give it a shot, Brandon. I'll give it a shot. Like I said, I usually mix my own colors, so I buy the basics, you know, the primaries. That looks good. All right. That looks really good. Now we're going to do some hand painting on it. Put some red around the gills. Make it look injured. I mean, I gotta keep some of the unique things for myself and nobody else, right? The advantage of doing your own stuff. It's a little bit of an advantage, really. I knew I had it. It is blue, green, and gold in one color, perfect for bluegill. Yeah, but we don't have bluegill. We just don't have bluegill here. I know, it's weird. Probably the only state that doesn't have bluegill. Just make it, just paint that red in there. I think it's got a bleeding gill. Sort of a bleeding gill. I love my boat. I love my boat. It's a great boat. It is, it's everything I remember it to be. Remember, I used to own one of these. And I would highly recommend, you know, just for a fishing platform. Just for a fishing platform. And if somebody's just not like looking to get, you know, crazy and they just want to get out there on rivers and oceans and lakes and just go fishing, you know, definitely buy a Sea Eagle full cab. If you look at my older videos, I have it. You know, I own one. This is a newer model. They gave it more chambers, you know, and increased deck size and given it a stand-up bar. All those things were improvements. They didn't have to improve the hide. I mean, that thing is thick as thick. You're not going to poke a hole in that without trying. Alright, so we've got, you know, basically, that's it. that, after we put eyes and the clear coat on it, that's it. That is a beautiful bait. Beautiful bait. Really? You stayed in Alaska, do not have bluegill? Yeah. Well, yeah, it's weird. I mean, I'm from California. Bluegill is everywhere. Move here, it's like, it's on the species, list, but I've never seen a blue or heard of a bluegill taking out any lakes locally. I mean, they're just not here. If they are, they're very rare. They're not feeder fishes. So I create this this modified bluegill, which is sort of, it's not really a bluegill, but it's what I call it. So, but that, it really is. It came out good. I love the gold. The gold came out real good on that. So it's got sort of that bleeding gill on it, which is really nice. So I like that one. So what else? I got one more of these. These big. Let's see what else I got. I got, like I said, square bills, and I've got some lipless coming. What do we got over there? Those green, okay. Spintails. Small, ultralight weight baits. I have not done a black crappie yet, but one thing about black baits and dark baits, we use those in stained waters. Well, we do have some lakes with stained waters, but for the most part, we have clear water here in Oregon. So, okay, here's a deep diver with that foil in it. You do something with that. We got one, so we got couple hula poppers in here. Ooh. Smaller square bills. I wanted one of these, so let's paint one of those. It's a small square bill. I like it. Alright, let's see what we got. Rinse that off. There we go. Okay, now what am I going to do with that guy? Let me go look. I think orange with black stripes, sort of a craw looking. That's what I think. Sort of orange with craw look, sort of a craw looking. But I want to make the orange transparent. So we're going to make a transparent orange. And then we'll make the stripes opaque. That'll look really cool. I've been pouring some resin baits like crazy. I'm large lipless crank, swim bait, sin swim bait. 7-inch, not 8.5-inch glide bait. Few base coverage with New Hope fishing lures. I love transparent colors, so it's going to be pretty bright. It's going to be a real bright lure. Make it transparent like that. We'll put a couple more coats on top and bottom to change the transparency a bit, and then we're going to add the stripes to it. I love, some of it, it makes the lure look like glass, and it shines more. And plus, it's kind of cool to look inside of a bait, See the bearings and, the BBs. We're going to make the top and bottom a little bit more orangey red. And then we're going to put an opaque black stripes on it. It'll look pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I went to test out baits yesterday, but blue colors. But the water was so cold, and it was so cold. The wind chill was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I put a couple kids on my boat yesterday so they could fish off of it. That was fun. They seem to like it. Dad seemed to appreciate it. Thanks, Brandon. Take care, bud. So, basically, it looks like it's glowing, It just looks like it glows. And I like that about transparent paints. If you ever wonder why I use transparent paints, this is one of the reasons. It just looks cooler instead of the opaque. It just looks really cool, so. By the way, thank you everybody who's on and watching and hit like, and I appreciate it. I really do. It is a really pretty bait. This is going to be a real pretty one. Again, this is for me. This one's for me. Just sort of layering on just around the head, just to get it darker. Make it blow a lid. So, yeah. So now we're done with the reds and oranges and yellows. So now we're going to bring on the black. Gotta find a mask for it. I got one down there. Open my mask drawer. Mask drawer. Here's one I was thinking about. So this is sort of a cross. Yeah. Minimize this pattern. Taking one of the stripes out. We're just going to use these stripes here. And now we want an opaque black. I want the stripes to really stand out. I'm going to use an opaque black. Don't need much. It takes about 3 drops to get it to flow. We'll put 4 drops in it. Voila. Voila. I always like to lay down my baits when I mask them, when we use the masks. So that's why we dry it really good so I don't scratch it. So it's not just it's a quick dry, but we're going to get this where it's not tacky at all. So, boy, it's a pretty bait. That's a pretty bait. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's pretty cool looking. Pretty cool looking. So I got my quiver up now on rods. Got a new order coming in of baits and hardware to finish what I've got, which is a lot. And what else? I'm just teaching people how to fish at the lake. That's pretty much it. You know, I got to get my head back in the, into my life. And head back into my life. A strange thing. When you almost die, it's a strange thing. Alright, so we're going to put these just like that. Just showing out the back side, so alright, now put the stripes on. And voila, stripes. And we got to dry those because now we got to do the other side. I gotta flip the template over. Hey, Oregon Magnet Man. I'm just painting some for me. And some for the resort. We're going to have to do a big reorder. Everybody's buying my baits over there, so it'll be the exclusive site for my baits, except for special requests. But this one's for me. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Just some private baits, and then I did 5 of those. So what do we got? We got like 15 over there. We got about 30 or 40 baits to get to the resort. We'll get them over there. Yeah, well, you know what? Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. It'll be a pretty day. Water should be warming up. Should be good. I'll be out there tomorrow teaching Jade how to fish. I have a student on my boat tomorrow, so. Alright. Just drying it. Okay, good. Make sure it doesn't come off. And spray. And voila. You got yourself kind of craw. But this craw is see-through. So I use my transparent paints on it, which is awesome. I love my transparent paints because I love the effect it gives, you know, that see-through, and then when you put opaque stripes on it, it really makes the stripes stand out. But, you know, that's a good looking bait. You know, that's a good looking bait. So, and I'm going to use that one quite a bit. I really like this size. The other ones, these other square bills, have incredible action in the water. I mean, these look fantastic in the water. You know, I've got this modified bluegill, and then I've got, you know, a silver one, bleeding shad, and I got, down here, some rainbows. So, some rainbow trout ones. So you'll see those in the store. I also added, you know, these are my brown trout, you know, glide baits. Doesn't look very good on there, but it must be the color, you know, the lighting color. But it looks really good. Turned out real good. So we're going to, you know, it's funny, I'll go out there and people say, what are you catching them with? Yeah, you probably do. And I can't see you from here, but you look like you're looking a little peaked. But it's supposed to be poor weather this weekend, and we're going to have Wednesday tomorrow for a good fishing day this week. I would feel peaked, a little peaked too, if I were you. Awesome. All right. Okay. Let's do another one for me. You know what? We can do. Let's do a foil one. This is a foil one, so I don't know if you guys can see. It reflects all sorts of colors. So again, we're going to stick with my transparent paints on this. don't have too many foil ones for myself. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a foil one for me. Yeah. For me. You gotta be a little selfish once in a while, you know? Just a little selfish. Oh, did I tell you we're stocking 1,000 legals this week, plus trophies? Because of the fishing event this weekend. Those brown trout are going to be just up on the shores practically eating all those legals. It's just going to be crazy. It's just going to be crazy this week. Like I said, I never caught. That was stupid, Mike. Never caught a fish that big in my life. So, and if I can catch another brown, oh my gosh, that big. Whew. My goodness. If I can catch another one that big, that'd be awesome. And they're going to be hitting the shores. All those legals are going to be out there. And we're stocking them on the main ramp. So, they're going to be right there for everybody to see. So we're just going to take some transparent white. Not much. And it's up and down the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to run turquoise. So you need about 3 drops to get it to flow. Real light turquoise because a little bit of white still in it, but that's alright. Looks pretty cool. And get some of that shine through. And we're going to put a pattern over that now. So let's look at my patterns, my stencils. Alright, take care, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you out on the lake. Alright. That. Should we do some dots down the middle? Dots. Huh. Maybe. Maybe. I like that idea. I've made a lot of stencils. Some just hit me, you know? Those not bad. You should put stuff on it. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. You never know. Just don't know how to do it. I think we're going to go dots. Toothpicks. There we go. Alright, so we need to dry that. Just like I said, I always like to lay them down when I do a stencil, so some guys like to just hold it up there and do it, but I don't know, it's just like holding it, holding it flush. Get a nice. So now my dot pattern. What do I want? I think I want the middle one here. Mask that off. That dot pattern. That one. And we're going to make it a sort of a gold green, sort of worn it down there. Orangey. Yeah, orangey. Let's make it a little more red. A little more red. And I think that'll give a nice contrast. Again, this one's for me. It's not for a customer. There we go. That looks good. All right. Really centered. Again, this one's for me, so I centered it. That's not. Try that. What we'll do. Erase those. actually just did. I erased them. They were so low. Sort of my red, white, and blue one. So. Yeah, red, white, and blue. Why not? I won't even put a pattern on it. I'm going to finish the bottom here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. A little red, white, and blue. Woo. Just because of the way it turned out. Okay. To make anything work out. You know? Put a lot of eyes on now. So, let's clean up the brush. Clean up the brush. What did I do with mine? Is that it? Yeah. So, get my eyeballs down. Got this towel. Big towel. Big towel. son borrowed it. I think my boy borrowed my blue. I think somebody borrowed glue. Super glue. Look on my desk. Can't glue eyes on without glue. Huh. Well, we can't glue eyes on without glue, so we'll have to figure that one out. Gorilla glue. But we can take the tape off of them and stuff, so. Now here's one I did for just me. Red, yellow, and black. I know, crazy, huh? And I'm going for high impact on that one. So, see what it does out in the water. It does real good in the water, paint more with that color scheme. You never know until you use it. What seems good to you is not necessarily good for the fish. And there are some tried and true ones, that other people have used. But, so, we'll take the tape off on these gills here, or the bills. The bills. I will definitely be on the lake tomorrow. We'll do a live broadcast. See how I teach people. Maybe somebody watching will learn. I'll be teaching somebody how to fish. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a fun day. It'll be pretty. Jade is real fun. There's a white So we're just taking off the tape off of the bills that I used to mask. So, we got to put eyes on them. Then we got to let the eyes dry. And then we'll put the clear coat on these. So, we're playing with the clear coat by adding color shifting pigmentation to the clear coat. And I think I found the right balance. So, the nice thing about adding color shifting pigmentation to the clear coat is that it simulates reflection of the scales of a fish. So as it swims, it reflects in different colors. And it looks like scales. When you put it over the paint, looks cool actually. Seems to work. So you don't have to put a lot, that's for sure. I did put a lot in the last batch. Looks like disco balls. I don't mind. Throw a disco ball out in the lake. It'll catch. But it's not necessary, so. of the guys call this the watermelon. But it's a rainbow trout. Rainbow trout watermelon. These rainbow trouts look like watermelons, I guess. So, but this one right here is a trolling one. So I'm going to use this trolling. I made it brown trout look. Sort of like the same as this. So this one's going to dive really nice and deep, and I think this will work out really well for trolling. We'll see. It'll be a rock knocker. It's going to go down about 13 feet. Bounce right off. Because I don't have any hardware for any of this yet. Not until my shipment arrives this week. So, and I've got more over here hanging up that is ready. Let me show you what a disco ball looks like. So here's a rainbow trout or watermelon. You can see all those colors. I mean, things just super sparkly, really sparkly. That's a disco ball. So I put a lot more of that in that clear coat in this batch, and this was the one I want to try. I really think this is going to work well in the water. This is a blue against orange and yellow. I mean, I think this lipless is going to do really well. So, but yeah, they so that, we'll let those dry, the ones we did today. So what do we got? 2 are for me. So this is for the store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. 14 for the store in this batch. And then I got another 14 for the store over there. So, and I just got to keep, when I get the shipment in, I'll paint about 30 more square bills, and rainbow bleeding shad, and this modified bluegill in those, and we'll get all those made with 30, and then we're going to go with sort of a bleeding shad in my lipless. So when we stock the store, these really are the 3 that are going to be stocked, because they're really good baits for the lake, really good baits for the lake. So anybody who buys these baits is going to catch something at the lake, and we're going to do that. We're going to keep it fairly simple. We're going to have about 4 or 5, designs in the store, and the whopper ploppers and the spin tails. I've got some designs that work really well, so we're going to go with them. And poppers will be sort of a frog-looking popper, and we'll just get spin tails. We should sell for quite a bit of money. I mean, they're going to be $15 for the spin tails. Just because the blank cost me so much. $15 for a hand-painted bait, that's not bad. Hey, Rich. Oh, let me show you Leo's. It's done, but I need hardware for it. Let's see, here's Leo's. Okay, so here's Leo's. So, I put a the clear coat's got a lot of color shift to it. There's Leo's. For those who don't know, Leo won the contest, so this is his design. So that's Leo's, and but I ordered hardware for it, so we got to wait for that to come in. Plus, I'm sending you. I mean, it costs a lot of money to send to you, so we're gonna put a lot of other stuff in there for you guys. So, working on it. We're working on it. Be patient. It'll come. But his is all done except for the hardware on it, which I had to order more hardware. So we'll get that done. It'll come this week. It's all ordered. So, and then we'll get all these done. I put eyes on these. Yeah, because they're perfect. But that's Leo's. Well, good. I'm glad. I can't wait till he gets it. But like I said, I needed some more split rings and some hooks, and so I ordered all that, and then I can get all these done. And then I ordered 56 more baits to paint, and once I get those to the store, then they'll pay me in a few days, a few weeks, and I'll order them. But we're going to really slow it down. We're going to slow down a little bit on it, and we're going to do some things for me. Things like that. This is one for me. It's just be a little selfish, I guess. I got to do another giveaway though. In June, we'll do a giveaway. Don't know what it's going to be. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We just passed 800 subscribers, so hopefully we can get to 1,000. Oh, hey, hi Leo. Did you see it, Leo? This is it. Everything but the hook. So everything but the hooks. But look at the glitter on it. Thing is just really cool. That's your bait. Really, really cool. That is a good looking bait. Really good. And shakes, makes noise. That is your design, buddy. That's your design. That is a Leo original. One of a kind. I gotta put your name on it too. Designed by Leo. Good thing I remembered just now, huh? I'll have to do that. So anyway, that's it. You got good kids, Leo and Lucy. Alright, so I got these laid out and ready for eyes, and then I had to put eyes on the ones I just painted. But yeah, this one's going to be a fun one to troll. It's going to be a fun trolling one. And then this one, I have no idea what that one will do, but we'll see. When I mark it, so I already tested it, so I already know it works. So it'll work. These will work. So all right, guys, I'm going to leave you. Check out my channel tomorrow. I'll be doing a live stream on the lake. And we'll be teaching a young lady how to fish. And you'll hopefully see her land her very first fish. That is worth tuning in, to see a person land their very first fish. So hopefully tomorrow we will get one on her line and in the boat. Hopefully we stock our lake today or tomorrow. If we do that, we'll definitely get one. But it's going to be a lot of fun. There'll be some screaming involved, I'm pretty sure. These look really good though. That's a good batch right here. So, oh, I knew I had more silver ones hiding down. Let's take these off. Jay works at the resort, so I'm going to We gotta make her a fisherwoman. See, girls, if they start fishing, they like it, hopefully. They start their own YouTube channel, they can make money. You look at some of these girl channels, you know, like Erica Lynn and Dar Sizzle and Rebecca and stuff, and they do real good. Alright, I know I had 2 more of those. Anything else hiding down there? There. Yeah, we got 4 rainbows, 5 bleeding shads, 2 brown trouts. We got 5 modified bluegills, and then mine. Yeah. And I did this this gold, jointed one. It's really good. I like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. And find out where my super glue is. I'm pretty sure my boy stole it, because I don't see it anywhere around here. Super glue. All right, guys, I'm gonna do an outro, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow out on the water.